If you're a student that is actually finding that your teachers or your lecturers that are not teaching you well, or you're not learning properly from them, then this mini lesson is for you. Hi, it's Dr. Hugo here, and today we're going to talk about this topic about how to rely less on your teachers or your lecturers. There's often times that you're in school or in university and you think that your teachers or your lecturers, they're just not teaching you well and you're getting all these bad grades. You just don't understand anything from them. But this mini lesson, I'm going to try to empower you to actually take back your grades and your fate and your destiny in your own hands, and to actually take back that autonomy of you learning information and getting excellent grades for your exam. So often what happens in school or in university with your teachers or your lecturers, you've got a bunch of students. That here is you, right? And amongst so many of them, there is only one teacher up front. And what is really happening is that this teacher is doing their absolute best to actually try to cater for everyone, right? This student A is different from student B, is different from student C. And everyone's learning needs, learning pace, learning style is really different. And yet, this teacher or lecturer is trying to teach the whole curriculum to everyone. And so if you are the person right here that is actually not resonating well with your teacher or your lecturer, that is just the law of numbers, right? The teacher up there might be able to resonate with half of the students, or even just 10% of the students. They're actually doing the best to do what they can to teach you what they know about and also prepare you for the exam. But what happens if their teaching style doesn't meet your learning style? Then that becomes a problem, right? If their teaching style doesn't match your learning style, then you're going to be stuffed for the exams. You're going to feel like you're going to be doomed for exam or for your assignments and for anything per se, to learn anything in particular. And then there are, again, the two schools of thoughts. First of all, thinking that, right, this semester or this term, I'm having this really good teacher, right? I'm having this really good physics teacher. I'm having this really good English teacher, or someone teaching biochemistry as a lecturer in university. And you feel absolutely great. You're learning great from them. But what if it's absolutely the other way? That you think that your teacher is absolutely bad. They don't know how to teach. I don't know why they are even doing their job, because they're not teaching me well. It's going back to the same concept where this poor teacher is trying to cater for everyone here. So what can you do? Because we don't want you to really, when you equate having a bad teacher to bad grades, because that's very disempowering. We want you to, no matter have so-called a bad teacher or a good teacher that resonates with your learning style, to really have good grades no matter what. So that, to take away this factor, that's why I titled this mini lesson, How to Rely Less on Your Teachers or Lecturers. It's not that we shouldn't be listening to them, but sometimes there's a law of numbers. As you bump into more and more teachers and lecturers, there are some that just don't resonate with you. So what can you really do? This is what I call the G.I.N mentality. And what does this mean? I've come across this on YouTube where people teach other things, not just studying itself. Maybe it's building an online course, maybe it's building a business, maybe it's learning even how to cook. It's about learning how to learn in life. You know, when lecturers teach us a certain topic, it's not only just from them that we can learn. Right now, I want you to have this G.I.N mentality of Google it now. Whenever you have something that you really don't understand, I want you to have this G.I.N mentality, this Google it now mentality, where you just type it in. If you don't understand a certain physics question, type it in. How to do this particular energy question. If you don't understand how to do English structure, how do I write good English structure essays? What really then you can find is a wealth of knowledge. In the search results, you're going to have certain blogs. There are going to be certain tutorials. There are going to be certain lecturers talking about their experiences. And also, what you can find is also top students as well. And not just that, in Google Images, you can find summaries, right? Diagram. All of these are actually helping us learn. And video form is even more powerful. It's like having a mentor talking you through the whole process. You've got YouTube, you've got other videos on Facebook, and within this, you're going to have teacher number 1, teacher number 2, teacher number 3, teaching you all about the same topic. And with this, you're going to have plentiful resources on how to do it. It's really our mentality that is actually in our way. If we don't understand a particular thing in our subject, in our particular exam or assignment, no matter it is a science subject or English literature, or even if you're doing a law degree, it doesn't matter, because we can Google it and we can learn it ourselves. So this is how we can gain back our autonomy. And so this is really some of the core concepts, what we really teach inside Study Smarter Academy as well, is teaching you how to fish and not giving you the fish direct. So this is kind of one way that we can empower ourselves. It's blatantly obvious, but sometimes when we don't have that mindset, we don't have that mentality, we don't go and search for answers. We go, alright, I don't understand this particular equation, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to answer this question, or I don't understand this concept from biology. I'm just going to stop there because it's my teacher's fault, it's my lecturer's fault. If we don't take our responsibility to learn, then it's ultimately going to bite ourselves and our destiny if we really rely on these grades to actually get into a degree of your dreams, a job of your dreams in the future. So hopefully this has been empowering for you. And if you really want to learn what we have to teach as well, if you want to join Study Smarter Academy and learn more about how to fish and not just giving you the fish, particularly getting grades, we've got a 1-hour webinar, most helpful tips that have come along over the past 10 years and have transformed a lot of CDE students into a straight A student, just like how I transformed myself by focusing on really how to learn, how to study more effectively, efficient than studying harder and using your efforts inefficiently. So click on the link in our bio and you will have a register now button in the bottom. And if this mini lesson has been helpful for you, hopefully this webinar, hour-long webinar, would dive into even more details, and hopefully this mini lesson has been helpful for you. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one.